it's humbling, and I think that's one of the things we want to learn. And I'm interested in you talking about titles, because titles have a propensity to not humble you. They have a propensity to make you feel what the title is and behave in the form of the title. And I know you're a stickler on discussing about titles.
So absolutely, Vic. So titles, to me, if I could change the way titles were done, and I still would like to change the way titles are defined. Let me start at the premises of the top of a corporation, where you have what's called a CEO, the Chief Executive Officer.
Yeah.
Well,
the chief.
Exactly. So if you define it and you take those three words, executive is fine, and officer is fine, because you are an officer of the company and you're an executive in the company. But the word chief worries me to the point where, if you look in the dictionary, the meaning of chief, if you look at it, is the most important one, the highest, etc. point. And that's another point of the 10 core principles that I advocate, is how can you be the most important one if you A, don't know everything, and B, you need your team to execute on something, and without your team, you're nothing.
I just want you to explain that definition of chief again, because the internet went a little bit woggy.
Okay, so if you look at a dictionary, you'll find in a dictionary, or in many different variations of the definition of chief, it means you're the boss, you are the most important, you the paramount, the primary, there are many definitions that make up chief. Well, I disagree in calling somebody the chief executive, because they're not the most important person. As we've just discussed earlier, that the mere fact that the corporation will still run if the chief executive, in inverted commas, leaves, because all the staff will carry on doing their work, or the team will carry on doing their work in a smaller environment. But if the team leaves, or if all the staff leave, well, it won't carry on. So how can you be the most important one?
Yeah.
So to continue on the topic of titles, I think a much more realistic version of titles should be the fact that if you are the CEO, we should change it to be you're the corporate lead, because that's what you do. You lead the corporation.
And the word lead, I think, is important. The word lead is important because it's very different to chief.
Absolutely, absolutely. So for example, the CFO, the new terminology I would advocate once again should be the finance lead, because you lead the financial team, you lead the financial side of the business, or the marketing lead, or whatever you want to call it. You know, the information technology lead. It really doesn't matter.